Hello and welcome back guys to another Jurassic World Evolution 3 video. Now today we have some very exciting news that I can't wait to share with you. Now this information comes from the Jurassic World Evolution 3 website itself, and I will make sure to link that in the description so you guys can read up on it yourselves. But I think the most important statement out of this entire article is this. The introduction of dimorphism and juveniles means that the team has created distinct and believable family units, with females, males, and juveniles for all species in the game, except hybrids, including returning species from previous games. Now, as we know, we're going to have 82 species in the base game, and from another statement of the Jurassic World Evolution 3 website, we know that 75 of them are going to be able to breed. That leaves 7 species that are not able to breed, and well, coincidentally, there are 7 hybrids. Now, we already know that the Indominus Rex has been confirmed as it got a website mention, but we still have the other 6 which have not been confirmed yet. But I do think that this statement, we can presumably say that all 7 hybrids are going to be returning into Jurassic World Evolution 3 in the base game. Now, those other 6 hybrids are the Ankylodocus, the Spinoraptor, the Stegoceratops, the Spinoceratops, and the Scorpius Rex, and the Indoraptor. I am very glad that all 7 are going to be presumably in the base game. In the past, in Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2, we only had the Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor a part of the base game. In Jurassic World Evolution 1, we had to pay for the Secrets of Dr. Wu DLC to get the Spinoraptor, the Stegoceratops, and the Ankylodocus. And then for Jurassic World Evolution 2, we had to pay for those 3 species again in the Secret Species Pack, but we also got another species, the Spinoceratops from Camp Cretaceous. And then in a separate DLC, an earlier DLC, the Camp Cretaceous DLC, we got the Scorpius Rex. Now, all in total, we have 7 hybrids. 5 of them were you had to buy in DLCs in Jurassic World Evolution 2, and you had to buy 3 in Jurassic World Evolution 1. And I know people were very upset when you had to repay for the Spinoraptor, the Stegoceratops, and the Ankylodocus again in Jurassic World Evolution 2. And I think if they did this a third time, and maybe even with all the other hybrids, people would have been very mad. So I do think that Frontier made the right decision by including all hybrids in the base game. Now, another thing that is very interesting is this statement right here. This can sometimes result in unexpected behaviors, such as small dinosaurs like Compsognathus standing up to and chasing away a hungry Tyrannosaurus looking to make a meal of their juveniles. Now, this implies two things. Obviously, that the Compsognathus is going to be a part of the base game, which I never really had a doubt. But another thing this implies is that it says their juveniles, the their referring to the Compsognathus, meaning that Compsognathus are going to have juveniles as well, meaning that all tiny animals are going to be able to have babies. Now, it is going to be probably very difficult to see these animals as the adults we can barely see, and we have to genuinely zoom in as they can easily blend in the grass. But I'm just glad that they are going to be included and they won't be excluded from breeding just because they're too small. Now, another thing that I noticed from this news website is that the Psittacosaurus seems to have a different social animation in this one. Now, in the dinosaur showcase, we got one where the Psittacosaurus baby was sniffing the other baby's side, and then it started that one, but he didn't stand up. Now, in this new snippet of the website, we can see that the Psittacosaurus sniffs the quills on the tail, and then the tail hits him in the face, and the one that was being sniffed walks up. Now, these are two different social animations for the same species. So this could possibly mean that animals are going to have several social animations, and I think that is very exciting. Having multiple social animations will definitely make these animals feel more realistic, as they only have one social animation in both past 2 games, and that hindered the realism that these animals gave us. Now, I do think that if this is being applied to all species, or if not at least most species, then this is going to be a great addition. Now, another thing that is present is that when the Stachysaurus is showcasing its sounds and animations, we can see that there is a tropical biome in the background. And this thus confirms that we will be receiving a tropical biome in Jurassic World Evolution 3. Now, I don't think anybody was doubting this, and it was honestly a shoo-in, but it's always nice to have a confirmation just in case. But now we're going to be returning to the hybrids. Now, as we know, all the animals that are a part of the base genome of a hybrid are in the game. For example, the Stegosaurus and Triceratops are both in the game that make up the Stegoceratops. But the Ankylodocus and Spinoceratops, they don't have all their base animals in the game. For example, the Ankylodocus has the Ankylosaurus in the game, but we have no mention of the Diplodocus being added into the game. Same with the Spinoceratops. We have the Spinosaurus, but we don't have the Sinoceratops confirmed anywhere. Now, I do think that just because their hybrids are being added, that it drastically increases the chances of those two animals being added in the game, as it would feel like it would be weird if they were not in the game but their hybrids were. So, although they're not confirmed, I do think that they're definitely going to be added in the possible category alongside Sangoripterus. So now, with all this information we've been given, we have 3 unconfirmed species, but we have 36 base animals that have been confirmed, and we have 4 extra ones in the deluxe edition. So in total, we have 40 species confirmed for the game. But that also means that we are still missing 46 species from the base game. And if we go look at the patterns of the dinosaur showcases, it does seem that we're going to be getting an old dinosaur confirmed and then a new dinosaur confirmed. And well, since the Stegosaurus was the last animal confirmed and that is a new species, that means that our next dinosaur showcase should be of a returning species that we do not know about yet, and I can't wait to see that. But that is all from me today. Are you guys excited for the return of the hybrids, or the return of the Compy? What are you guys' thoughts on them not being able to breed? What are your thoughts on the possible different social animations for species? And if you have any concerns or thoughts that you want to leave, please leave them down below in the comments. And make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. But I will see you guys later.